I saw my husband at another woman's grave. Every month, for 3 years, my husband disappeared on the first Saturday of every month, never missed, not once, rain, sunshine, holidays, even on our anniversary. He would always leave around noon and return just before sunset, and every time I asked where he went, he gave me the same answer. Just somewhere I need to be. At first, I didn't think much of it. After all, we had been married for 22 years. I trusted him. Or at least, I thought I did. But slowly, questions began to creep into my mind, because every first Saturday, his mood would change. He became quiet, reflective, almost emotional. And when he returned home, his eyes always looked red, as though he had been crying. One evening, I asked him again, "David, where do you go every month?" He smiled gently, kissed my forehead, and simply said, "One day I'll tell you." But one day never came. And over time, my imagination became my enemy. I started noticing things I had never noticed before. The secretive phone calls, the old photograph hidden inside his wallet, the sadness in his eyes, the silence. Even our children noticed. "Dad's acting strange," our daughter whispered one night. And honestly, the tension in our home became unbearable, because secrets have a way of making people create stories in their minds, and the stories we create are often worse than the truth. I began to wonder, was there another woman? An old lover? A child he never told me about? A life I knew nothing about? For months, I wrestled with myself, until one Saturday, I decided to follow him. I hated myself for doing it, but I needed answers. For my marriage, for my peace, for my sanity. I followed his car for almost an hour, until he pulled into a cemetery. And that's when my heart stopped, because he walked directly toward a grave. And standing from a distance, I watched my husband kneel beside it. Then, I saw him place fresh white roses on the headstone, and I watched as my 63-year-old husband began to cry, not quietly, not secretly, but the kind of tears that come from deep gratitude. I waited until he left. Then, slowly, I walked toward the grave, and what I saw shattered me. It belonged to a woman named Emily Carter, born 1965, died 2001, and beneath her name were words I will never forget. Her final gift gave me life. I froze, completely frozen, because suddenly, nothing made sense. That evening, I asked him, and for the first time in 3 years, he finally told me. 24 years ago, he had been dying, his heart had failed, doctors had given him little hope, until one